Hey, what's up? This is Diesel, and so it's been rumored that Undertaker and Sting will be at SummerSlam, and it's been heavily, and I mean heavily speculated, Undertaker versus Sting at SummerSlam. So, okay, to say this match happens at SummerSlam, I'm not gonna lie, I'm going to the theaters and paying a ticket to the movie theaters to watch this match. I'm not gonna lie, I am. I will drive there and go and watch it. Now, if Undertaker versus Sting happens at SummerSlam this year, then what does that leave WrestleMania 32? Understand this: if Undertaker and Sting wrestle at SummerSlam, there's just going to be nothing left. What is that? You know what? Let me rephrase that. Undertaker versus Sting happens at SummerSlam this year. What does that leave for WrestleMania 32? Because quite frankly, after they have this match, and it's not sound like a retirement match, what does that leave? No, after this match, I'm not gonna give a shit to see either of these men wrestle anymore. And to me, that kind of just hurts their retirement match because when they face each other, who the fuck else are gonna face them and care about? I don't care to see Sting versus Cena. I don't care to see Sting versus Orton, especially the fact that Orton's not the legend killer. I don't care to see Sting versus Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt is beyond done. Who else is there? I do not want to see Rock versus Sting. No fucking way. Rock versus Sting is the type of dream match you're supposed to do when they're in their primes. Like there's certain matches you could do that's like after their prime. Like you could have had Steamboat versus Shawn Michaels in 2009, you know? Cuz they still had what it took. Rock versus Sting. Sting's alright for a guy who's 55. The Rock in the ring is flat out washed up. And plus two, this is not Attitude Era nor Ruthless Aggression Rock. So what sense does this make at this point? None. Like 99 to 2003, this would have been fucking awesome. Hell, this would have been half decent 2004 to 2005. So after this match, I don't care to see any of the Sting matches, and a simply for Sting rematch, Sting should went over in the first place. Undertaker. I don't care to see him and Cena. That lost all of its magic when Taker lost the streak. I don't really care to see Taker versus Owens. Taker is not even what he was in 2011 and up, and I don't care to see Taker versus Joe. I do not want to see Taker versus Kane. No, no, no. Taker versus Bryan. Meh, no. Taker versus Great Muta. No, nah. Even though Muta's not signed with WWE, but that's still a dream match for many people in the IWC. Even some hardcore WCW fans who know of Great Muta, I don't think it was Great Muta as a dream match to most people, but no. He doesn't work for WWE, and he never will. So, who the fuck is left for these two? Nobody. Even when Sting was talking on the mic and talking about having possibly one more match, and fans cheering, Undertaker. Who else? Nobody. I sure as hell don't want to see either of these men face Brock Lesnar. No, don't do it. Not worth it. Not worth shit. Don't want to see it. Don't care. No. So yeah, I don't give a shit to see either of these two men wrestle anyone else after they wrestle each other. So, WrestleMania 32, what is there? Ronda Rousey's not going to wrestle at WrestleMania because Dana White said no. And I got news for you guys. WWE does not deserve to have Ronda Rousey on their pay per view. No, they don't deserve it. Nah. The Rock versus Triple H. No, listen. Three times they should have had this match. They wrestled several occasions in the Attitude Era, but the big, match, it should have happened WrestleMania 2000. Should have happened at King of the Ring 2000 to blow off the feud, and or it should have happened at SummerSlam 2004, but for some reason WWE didn't want to sign him again. So yeah, no, and this is my favorite in-ring chemistry ever, and I don't care to see this match again. Like I said, I don't really care to see The Rock wrestle again. I really don't. And I don't really care to see him have a mic worth anybody because it's been watered down, and he will not be the Attitude Era or even Ruthless Aggression Era Rock. Maybe if he comes back as a heel in Hollywood, that would be kind of interesting. But yeah, like, nah. Like, me personally, I don't care that much for The Rock vs. Brock Lesnar 2, but I'd recommend them do that. Sure, it's not going to get me to come there to watch the match and pay for it, but it will convince a hell of a lot others, so it's going to be stupid of Vince, especially after they do Taker vs. Sting at SummerSlam, possibly. It's going to be stupid of Vince McMahon not to do The Rock versus Brock Lesnar 2 at WrestleMania. That is the only way you're going to fill the pay-per-view. And let's say worst case scenario, something happens to The Rock. And whether it's injury or heck of schedule, and he cannot beat this WrestleMania again. Then what? At this point, the only match that I'm not speaking for everybody in the waters, this is me and me only. The only match I truly want to pay to see, like pay money to see, is Brock Lesnar versus Daniel Bryan. That's it. If they do Undertaker versus Sting. What, Roman Reigns versus John Cena? I don't care. No, who cares about that fucking match? I sure as hell don't. John Cena versus Samoan John Cena. I don't care. The Shield triple threat match. I want to see that match, but you know what? Do I want to pay to see that? Maybe more likely no. So, will I pay to see that match? If SummerSlam, yeah. WrestleMania, I don't know. Yes, no, maybe. I don't know. But I think they should do that match at a big pay-per-view. What else is there? Roman Reigns versus The Rock. I could fucking care less. I'd actually rather see Rock versus Triple H than Roman Reigns versus The Rock. Because, okay, all they're gonna do is The Rock is gonna be nice to his cousin and not bury him on the mic, pull out that verbal golden shovel and bury him not even 6 feet deep. He's gonna bury him straight to hell. How deep and how low he get buried if he wants to. So The Rock's gonna be nice. He's gonna water himself down, probably worse than he did for John Cena. They're gonna have Roman Reigns look like, oh, he's owning The Rock on the mic. He's schooling The Rock. He's taking the torch from The Rock, and just make him look like, he's taking The Rock. No. Have a boring feud, or I respect you, you're my cousin, blah, 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 I love you back, but we gotta beat up each other, blah, blah, blah. And at WrestleMania, they're gonna have one of the most boring matches ever for a WrestleMania main event. Because Roman Reigns, he's a guy, he has to be in there with somebody good. And if The Rock, we look back on his matches in 2013, those matches fucking sucked dick. Those matches sucked the life out that dick. Like, you're facing CM Punk, who was easily the best in-ring performer of 2013. 5-star match at John Cena. 5-star match at Brock Lesnar. Steals the show at WrestleMania with The Undertaker. And here The Rock is having shitty matches with CM Punk. And those matches were garbage. I don't know why anybody rated any of those matches above 2 stars and 3/4. No 3 stars. I don't understand how anyone rated that 4. I don't understand how any of those matches got 4 stars. Those matches were shit and boring. And Rock's getting gassed in like less than 5 minutes. So, and Roman Reigns gonna face the, just boring crap written all over it. What else is there? The only match I truly care to see Reigns is the Shield Triple Threat. Brock Lesnar versus Randy Orton. Why not? I'd see that match. But if you ask me, Orton versus Lesnar at 2, that is a rematch I'm dying to see. I'd actually rather see that than Rock versus Brock 2. Straight up. But that's a match you should do for SummerSlam or Survivor Series. So, what is there for WrestleMania 32? I really don't know. So if Undertaker versus Sting happens at WrestleMania 32 at SummerSlam 2015 this year, I'll go watch it. But just my question is, what does that hold for WrestleMania 32?